You know, I always wonder what the fuck my snotty Hancock is smoking. I really do wonder what he's smoking. Now, you may or may not have known this, but he was on, the House of Commons going on about the vaccine and about should he be a bit more relaxed on the lockdown and all this shit, right? But the thing is, does this guy actually know what the fuck he's talking about? Now, you're probably wondering what I'm talking about. People, right, and I'm not making this shit up, people testing my snotty Hancock about the vaccine, whether we're going to be safe, offensively and all this. This is what he said. Well, I'm not sure that whether it's 100%, fair enough. I'm not sure that whether people are going to get it again once they've been vaccinated and so on. Mike Hancock, if you're watching me, which I doubt because you're a moron, what is the point of having the fucking vaccine? What is the point? Because at the end of the day, you're telling me, right, if I went near someone, let's say, oh, I know it's going to work straight away, but let's say I've been fully vaccinated, I've got the 2 doses, the Pfizer, all these pretty words that keep throwing it, I'm sitting shut my mouth here, all the shit that keep throwing it, right? You're telling me that if I went near some fucker who's got it, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. So basically, what's the point of coming out of lockdown, people? What is the fucking point? What's the point of ending these? And what is the point of coming out of lockdown if this is the confidence of our government that they start basically putting it, they are unconfident that this vaccine's going to work. They know it's 95%, and they know you've got to have second dose and you've got to have the Pfizer to make it fucking super vaccine, right? They know all that shit. But the thing is, it's the confidence in the government, the fucking confidence in them, that the vaccine, which I keep saying this, is never used than fucking tap water. It's never used than fucking piss water, is what they're saying. It's never used than piss water. And it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So basically, it's like I'm always saying, it's basically like, bear with me, I like doing this, if I can fucking find it. This is an insult, by the way. It's an insult on one man who I like as an actor and a movie star and used to be our president, well, it should have been. It's an insult on this. It's an insult on a fucking ornament, but that's what it might as well be. It might as well be a fucking ornament, is what the government is saying. Now, it ain't bad enough knowing you've got this big, stupid, dopey scientist who's saying the same thing, but Mike Snotty Hancock, he was there. He was there when they were working on the vaccine. He was getting a fucking erection when they was rolling out the vaccine. And he's a lying fucker because he turned round, right? And I told people this straight away. He turned round and said, well, we only got a limited of how many to diff and blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you people something because you need to know this because they won't tell you this. There's loads of it in the hospital. You're talking hundreds and hundreds of fucking vaccines. There is hundreds and hundreds of the fucking stuff. Hospitals have got it by the pack, so don't buy into the shit when the government say we've only got so much left. Bullshit. And you know how I know that? I remember saying once on one of my reviews that we do a lady who used to be a nurse. That sister is a fucking nurse. Duh. She's a nurse. She's a nurse. Remember when I said that rant? She's a nurse. When I was walking my dog, I said it. She's a fucking nurse, this woman who I was talking to. So if anyone's going to know, she's going to fucking know. They've got loads of the stuff. They're just being fucking stingy. And speaking of ginger, look at the shit Labour's doing. You know, it's not bad enough we've got another fucking lockdown. It's not bad enough that sadly people have lost their jobs and so on. They're now fucking around with a universal check-it date. So anyone who's got families, I don't think it will affect me. I'm a little fish in the sea. Could be right, could be wrong. But anyone who's got families and trying to support the family and looking for work, which is hard because you've got a fucking lockdown, right? Anyone like that, best of Britain, because the government definitely don't give a shit. They're doing cutbacks on fucking Universal. They're doing fucking cutbacks. And what the fuck? It's not bad enough now you put people out of work, government, but now you're being an arsehole. Here's one for you. Here's one for you. Why the fuck is your priorities, government? Where are your priorities? Again, it's our government, people. It's our government. But this is priceless. I'll go back onto Mike Snotty Hancock. In March, he's going on holiday to Torfwood. I'm going to pronounce the fucking word. Tortwood. He's going on his fucking holidays. How nice for some. And basically, when people test him about, well, how long would he be now? Well, I've got to look at the stands. It's fair enough, they asked do I. But he forgot to say they're going down in numbers. He's forgot that bit. I looked that bit up myself. So I never believed the shit when they say, oh, they're going up and all that. I've checked it out. We are going slowly still, which do I. But we are slowly going down in numbers. So ignore the fucking news. I always say that. Ignore it. And another thing, he said, if we don't get another stain from another area, and I noticed he looked hesitant when he said this in the House of Commons, he looked hesitant, so I'm going to say it for Mike Snotty Hancock, the dad that plays football with his kid. Mike Snotty Hancock, you fucking prick. It came because you failed the people, you failed us, the little people. You failed us again by not shutting the border. And as for it both producing and getting stronger, yeah, it does. But let me just explain something to people. 2018 and 2019, there's another virus. Do you want to know what that was called? It's a common one, this. It's called the flu. You know the flu? What people get, and they get an injection, they get the fucking vaccine, and they get the fucking needle every month. Granted, I haven't had mine since I left fucking school. Dude, how stunned I am. But you know the common flu. That also milk produced in 2018, without repeating the record, and 2019. So it's the fucking virus. This is a guy's word. He's been in the fucking labs. Mike Snotty Hancock has been in the fucking labs watching the fucking make the shit, and he doesn't fucking know whether it's presentable. Meaning, if I had this fucking thing and I went near some fucker who's got it, it's now for use in me having tap water. So what are you saying? What are you saying, government? We're going to have lockdown even still more? What is the point, people? Hear me out. What is the fucking point in being vaccinated? What is the point of being vaccinated? Seriously, I'm being open and being honest. What is the fucking point of being fucking vaccinated? What is the fucking point? Because at the end of the day, this fucking moron, Mike Hancock, just said, well, it's not 100%able and we're not sure that with it. Danny, we sure don't know that. But at the end of the fucking day, I swear, and this is coming from the fucking heart, near the end of March or mid of March, if we come out of it just to be still on fucking tier fucking 4, I'm going to fucking tell you one thing, fucking Boris Johnson is going to see some fucking tears. Because at the end of the day, he said, and it's within his own fucking words, people, he said that near March, near April, we're going to see normality. But Mike fucking Snotty Hancock said, oh, summer, we're going to see normal. Which one is it? Which the fuck is it? Now, I have checked it out, and this is where I bumped into a friend of mine today, right? She said that at the end of fucking lockdown, we could have tears again. I do not want to see fucking tears. I do not want to see tears. I do not want to come out of fucking lockdown to be under tier fucking 4. What's the point? That's just like coming out of lockdown. They go back in lockdown. Correct me if I'm right and fucking wrong. So again, this is the stupidity of our government. Fucking up the economy. Fucking around with the vaccine, fucking saying it's not 100%, which is just basically me having that. I might not fucking bother, same as anyone else, because they don't give you any motivation, they don't give you any encouragement, they do not tell you whether this vaccine is going to be brilliant and they're going to get back to normality. No, none of that. You got a dopey fucker go, Mike fucking Snotty Hancock pulling faces. Really looks like he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Like the prat we've got gold our Prime Minister. And they lower your fucking universal and they treat you like fucking shit. So it's something what fucking Boris Bumring Johnson always likes to say. I've got my new one for when it comes to election day. And it goes like this. Save jobs, save the economy, and don't vote for any of your government because it all a bunch of morons. They're all assholes. Other than that, people, have a nice one. Government. Aren't they fucking pricks?